Alright, hello once again and welcome back. This is Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College, and I've been going over Android's App Inventor 2, and we're talking about this All-American application. And as I go and convert this application into the one that you saw, I again want to make some changes, but now what I'd like to do is I'd like to come into my project here, and I'd like to do a Save Project As. Notice it'll immediately call it the name that we did _copy. So I'm going to call it AAA2 and click OK. Alright. Now, it made my changes. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to come in here and I want to go into my layout, and under my layout I want to grab a horizontal arrangement. I want to drag it down here. You see the blue line? That shows you basically the top of where that's going to go. See that? Alright. So I want to do that, and right now it's set up because it fell right under the other ones to have it be centered. Well, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to come in and say set the, I don't care about the height, but the width I want to set to fill parent. There you go. Now I'm going to try this. I want to see if I can move this into here. And then I want to move this, and you have to almost place it on top of the other one. Okay, so there's my buttons. Now I'm going to come in and I'm going to change the width on these. Each says 33%. I'm going to change them so that they're 30%. Alright, and I found that if you do that, it works out a little nicer. Making them 33 makes them look, for lack of better words, kind of crunched in there. But by putting them at around 30, I don't have that same situation. So there those are. Alright. Now, what I should, opportune word here being should be able to do, is just making those changes right now. Okay, I should be able to come in here, and you'll notice that it'll take a second, but what should happen here very shortly is my emulator should reset. It's going to take a minute. If that happens and you find out that it seems to be taking too long, you'll want to go in and again go on up here and do a connect and do a reset and then do a connect in an emulator. I'll give it about 30 seconds. In fact, I won't even do that. Let's just do that. Connect, reset connection. And it's giving me some kind of an error. And I'm going to say connect emulator. And let it start back up again. The first program that we ran, the one that was exactly like this one except that the buttons were different, was fine. There was absolutely no problem with the program. Alright, there was absolutely no problem with the program. I'm just coming in here and showing you other things that you can do. So again, all I've done is I've added a horizontal arrangement, and with that horizontal arrangement I put all three of the buttons inside of there. We'll make a couple other superficial changes as well, and then that'll be it for this particular video. So if you're the kind of person who gets easily frustrated, okay, there are a lot of people that I know that like to build their entire app and then turn on the emulator. Well, the problem with that is I like to write a little code and test, then write a little code and test, etc. To me, that makes a lot more sense to do it that way. This should come up ideally in just a few minutes. Seconds, really. And again, as we're transitioning over from this particular app to the one I created earlier, activity system update, not responding. This looks good. Typically when it does that and everything goes away, it's going to come up in just a matter of seconds. But when I click the red, it should come back in here again and say this text is red, this text is white, and this text is blue. All right, that's what should happen. Not sure why I'm not getting anything at all. But while we're waiting, let's minimize that and let's change a couple things. Go into the blocks editor. All right. And instead of changing the text color, let's change the background color. All right. And this will be the background color of the label. All right. And I'm going to change the text from this to black text on a red background. Copy that. Black text on a white background. And black text on a blue background. All right. All right. Okay, I didn't give it enough room because my font is too big, but you can see, okay, that one doesn't come out very well, but you can see they all did work. So let's go, let's just change it. We'll just say here, red background, white background, blue background. All right. Now again, we can come in here and also change our text color. So there was the background color. Let's duplicate that. And not only change the background color, but let's change the text color. All right. And instead of doing that, let's make that text color, make it white. All right. We'll leave the text color here as black, so I won't change that. But let's duplicate this again. Let's bring that into here. And this time, we'll also change that to white. So, red background. Well, that's interesting because I didn't think that I changed that, but blue background. So let's go in there. So we changed here our background color and we changed our text. Let's go in and let's make sure that our text color is indeed black, because it probably was just being set over there. All right, so you can see these are getting a little bit bigger. So when I click the red button, the background color of my label should become red, the text color should be white, and it should just say red background. When I click the white button, the background color should turn white, the text color should turn black, and the text should say black background. When I click the blue button, the background should turn blue, the text color should turn white, and the text should say blue background. Pretty obvious what's going on. Red background, white background, blue background. All right. So again, what I'm attempting to do in here is taking all this stuff. Now I'm going to go to projects, my projects, and hopefully that helped, because this was that red, white, and blue application that we did. And again, this is going to have to reset itself, so that'll take a minute. There we go. But we changed the red to white and to blue, and you saw the little bit of code that we had in order to do that. All right. What we're going to do in the next project is we're going to come in, and just so you see this, I'm going to go out to Google Images, and I'm going to put in here The Boy Who Cried Wolf. And you notice that we get a lot of different images. I'm going to grab this one because I like it. It says wolf, wolf, wolf. All right. So I'm going to right mouse click on here, and I'm just going to save this to my desktop. So save image as. Come on. There we go. And I'm just going to call it Boy Who Cried Wolf. Okay? So we'll create that one in our next lecture.